Welcome to the Popcorn Wine Down with Tammy and Eddie. Grab your popcorn, pour yourself a glass of wine, and come hang out with us as we discuss the latest in movies, TV, and music.
Alrighty, so now it is time for our television and film whinies. Are you ready? I am interested to this year. So first of all, I think that this has been a really good year for TV, even with the pandemic forced break or early ending of several seasons. I think there was still some great stuff to come out, like Tiger King. Did you ever watch that?
Hell no.
Oh my gosh. It is amazing. You must.
I'm sorry. My bad. Language. I refuse to get up in that bubble. Refused to get up in that bubble.
So, well, I will have you know, as much as I loved it, I did not put Tiger King on my list. But I was just saying,
thank God.
For some of the things. But again, this list also forced me to go back and really just think about 2020 and all the great stuff that came out. As far as it was a lot more television than film because, of course, the theaters got shut down and all of that. But as I was thinking about the shows, I'm like, dang, that was this year. Because again, this year it seems like 10 rolled into one. But to get us started, who was your favorite new actor? And I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that the actor that you discovered is Korean, maybe, and the star of a Korean drama. I don't know.
And you would be absolutely 100% correct. Okay, everybody should know by now that I have fully gone into the K-drama rabbit hole. I stick my head out sometimes, but to this day, I haven't even told you, I've started to watch Chinese dramas. So the C dramas are not getting on my list. But anyway, so of course, my new actor that I've discovered is going to be Korean because that's all that I've been watching all summer. But I will say I have two. So I broke the rule for this one. One of the only times. Rule breaker. So I have two. I have a male and a female. So for my male, my favorite new actor discovered is going to be Lee Seung-gi. Mm-hmm. And he is the one from Vagabond. We did Vagabond as an episode. And he is the actor and the star of Vagabond. But I went back and watched his previous dramas, and he is a phenomenal actor. He is like, when he cries, I'd be like, damn it, like I real feel you on this, and I have to read subtitles to feel it, but I feel it. So he was just absolutely really, really good. Like I loved him in Vagabond. And then for my female would be Sun Yi-jin. And Sun Yi-jin was in actually a hit Korean drama called Crash Landing on You. And that was one of my picks that I was going to have us watch. But I was like, she's not going to like that. It's too romancy. But she's phenomenal. I've already watched 5 of her dramas. And every single one of them, she is amazing. She actually has just been cast in an American movie. So I'm excited to see how she does in that. But those were my 2 actors that I discovered in 2020, and I am proud of it. I'm not ashamed.
Well, it feels good to break the rules. I, on the other hand, stuck to the rules for this one. Oh. And yes. And I will say that my actor is also Korean.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Please don't say it. Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
It's Park Seo-joon. And he is the star of Itaewon Class. Thank you very much.
I knew it. When you said Korean, I was just like, it's Itaewon Class.
Well,
he's amazing, though. He is amazing.
I did like Lee Seung-gi as well. But, and it was between those two, but I figured since I'd already broken the rules, I didn't know that I could continue to break the rules. And, So I was trying to behave myself and stay within the confines of the rules as discussed
I appreciate it.
for this new category. So
No,
I
but
chose
that's
one.
actually a great pick. Because I do think Itaewon Class was a phenomenal, like, serious drama. I've watched some of his comedy, like, where he's a little bit more funny. And I actually didn't like the drama where he was a little bit more cutesy. So that's a great choice. Like, he would be on my top 10.
So I do love the work that he did. So, and I am a huge fan of his. So, and now, so your favorite movie of 2020?
You want to take a guess?
Bad Boys for Life?
Excuse you? No, first of all, I'm a feminist, so of course it's going to be a female movie. The movie that I have chosen is a movie that I have not seen yet, but I just know that it's going to be awesome.
Fucking hell, yo. You can't choose a movie that you haven't even...
Nope, that wasn't part of the rules.
Spoiler alert, it's Wonder Woman.
So, I have chosen Wonder Woman 1984 to be my movie of 2020, my favorite movie, because I know it is going to be awesome, even if I have not seen it yet.
Do you know what that's like? That's like me saying my favorite movie of 2020 is Leonardo DiCaprio's next movie that he's going to make. He announced that he's doing a movie, what his next movie is going to be, but that's going to be my favorite movie of 2020, even though it's not coming out for a couple of years.
You know I'm going to make it my favorite movie anyway, so before I pick another movie and then have to cross it off the list, let me just pick my Wonder Woman, because you know I'm going to love it. You know I'm going to love it.
I pray this movie is good. Although it has
been God, if it's not good, me and Warner Brothers gonna have some real issues.
Especially since they're trying to destroy the movie industry over it. Yeah. But in all seriousness, some of the early reviews have been that it is actually pretty good. Okay.
Wonder Woman, baby.
My favorite movie. I did break the rule on this one. I have two.
She has two.
As I stated, though, but they are both from this year. I didn't go back to like Remember the Titans or one of my older movies because, you know, I watched a lot of, went and rewatched a lot of movies this year. I didn't pick one of my classics, you know, my black and white classics or anything like that. I stayed within the rules for this one and chose something from this year, even though it's two. My first one is part of one of my favorite series, and it, like I said, it's one of the last times that we had a sense of normalcy this year, and I think that's why that movie will always hold a special place in my heart.
Bad Boys.
Yeah, and I loved it. It was funny. It was good. It was better than the second one. It was exciting because, you know, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, they buried the hatchet. They came back to make another movie, and it's like they didn't miss a step. The chemistry was still there. It really was a good movie.
It was. I really enjoyed it. I loved it.
Yeah. So, and of course, you know, like I said, the original is one of my go-tos. Like I can just watch that one whenever. It's committed to memory. And then the other one was, I'm kind of surprised. Well, it may have made your list, and I guess, you know, maybe if it weren't for you being so clairvoyant and just already knowing that Wonder Woman is going to be the movie of the year, I would have liked to see where this one ended up on your list. But The Old Guard, that was amazing.
Okay, so that was actually my first choice, and then I thought about it and was like, wait, hold up, Wonder Woman, baby. But no, but The Old Guard, yeah, that's number two. Definitely number two.
So it was amazing. I love Charlize Theron. I love the fact
of that list right
that
there,
it was directed by a woman and a black woman at that. And I just, everything about the movie was great. From the movie, the script, the plot, the acting, the soundtrack. I'm praying that we get a sequel, Netflix.
We did an episode. Check it out.
Woo Assassins. Yes, that was actually our second episode of the Popcorn Wind Down. So shout out to Netflix. I need some Woo Assassins since we're talking about TV and film. But anyway.
Oh my goodness gracious. Next award is going to go to favorite movie I've never seen. So this one is a tearjerker. I never sat down and watched it, but I did listen as everyone around me had conversations about it. And I can acknowledge the fact that it's probably as amazing as everybody has said it was. I'm guessing a documentary rather than like an actual like movie. But I've never actually watched it. And that is The Last Dance. I never watched it. I'm never
Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't never watch it. I'm never gonna watch it. But I heard it's amazing. I heard it's really good. But I ain't never watching it.
It was so good. Like, we were all,
I remember like the LBC talking about it, and I would listen and know that I'm never gonna actually sit down.
Yeah, like our text group, we would text about it
during the actual episode.
Yeah, because wait, did it start before we got locked down, and then it started after lockdown?
Yeah,
they moved it up because but The Last Dance was great. You know what I put? This one was just too hard to narrow down, so I put all of them. Favorite movie Tammy has never seen, and I put all of them.
You know what I'm doing right now? You know what I'm doing right
me
now?
Off?
Yes.
Rolling your eyes, flipping me off.
I'm rolling my eyes, flipping you off, and mouthing the words "F you." Inception, Parasite.
Exactly. And I started to make a list, and it just went on and on and
34th
on. And I'm
Street.
Yes, and I'm like, fuck it, all of them. Like,
and you know I ain't never gonna sit down and watch any of them, right?
I know. So I was like, why am I even just gonna sit here and make a list? Like, any movie that you hear me mention that, and she's like, I've never seen it, and I'm like, okay. And here's a true story. We were actually supposed to do, I was so excited. We were supposed to do a Parasite episode. I had everything ready for Parasite.
You were?
And at the last minute, she's like, no, I changed my mind. I'm like, fucking hell, yo. And it was her week to pick, so she was within her rights to change her mind. And I was like,
but I mean, you can always still force me to watch it, Eddie.
Because
I'm sure you would like to hear like what my thoughts are once I finally sit down and watch Parasite.
I just don't understand how you can watch Korean drama after drama after drama. Even now, watching dramas, but you can't fucking watch Parasite.
But here's my thing. Parasite is a drama, right? Like, it's a drama movie. I watch romance.
It has some romance in it.
No, but like that's the shows that I watch. Like it's not on in the same genre as Parasite. Like Parasite is way more serious than any Korean dramas that I've been watching. Like
it has some funny moments. Like anyway, it's just a really good movie.
And I agree.
So I put all of them because
that was fun. That was cute. I like that. Moving on from the movies that Tammy will never watch, but she should. Favorite streaming movie or TV show? Okay, so this is where I put down The Old Guard. And for the exact same reasons that you said with your favorite movie of 2020, like it just had every single thing that I love about movies. The Old Guard had, and I can even to this day can just sit down and watch that movie over and over and over again, and I will love it more and more. And I hope that they do a sequel to The Old Guard because I would love to see where every single one of the characters' storyline goes in the next movie. But yes, I chose The Old Guard for my favorite streaming movie or TV show.
Okay. This one for me was really, really, really difficult. I had to go back. Yeah, but I had to go back to think about like what exactly came out this year and all the stuff that we watched and stuff that we forgot about. And I came up with 3. That I think, well, one is being talked about a lot, but I understand it. You would think it's one of the rare shows that actually lives up to the hype, and that is Queen's Gambit. It is so good, and you don't think that it could live up to the hype, and everyone says it, but it does. It's really good. Makes me wish I would have paid attention to when my mom was trying to teach me how to play chess all those times. And then another one that we talked about, and for some reason we never did a show on it, and it kind of, I really wish we would have, and that is Normal People. Um, and then also Orthodox on
Oh,
Netflix.
yes. Yes to Normal People, and actually yes to all three, because I started Queen's Gambit. I haven't finished it yet, but I started it and it is good. And I'm only on episode 3 or 4, I believe, and it is so good. So yeah. I agree with all three of those.
And there's so many more, but those are the ones that I just kind of went back and was like, okay, some of the forgotten ones besides the ones that, we talked about in the show, but I had to kind of go back and really just focus on what have I watched this year that hasn't just gotten, besides my 10-minute YouTube clips, which seems to be life these days because sometimes it's 2020, but yeah. All right. So favorite movie, or not favorite movie, we'll say movie you'll never watch again, but you thought it was good.
So we talked about this. We actually did an episode on it, and that is Enola Holmes. And I said it when we did the episode that I thought the movie was really, really good, but you'll never see me sit down and actually watch it again. And I can watch Sherlock Holmes, but then I think partly is because it's Robert Downey Jr. Over and over again, because I love those movies. And Enola Holmes, it was really good. I really enjoyed watching it when I was watching it, but I'll never see it again.
For me, I liked it, but I don't have to watch it again. It's going to probably be Project Power.
Ah, yes.
I enjoyed it, and honestly, it's rare that I'll just go back and rewatch movies just like that. But that's one that, okay, even though of course it's in the collection, it's in the library, Netflix, it's not anything that I'm just gonna go back and that I feel like I just have to watch again, or that I need to watch again, or if I'm sitting here like, ooh, what am I gonna watch? That's not gonna be something that's gonna probably pop into the top 10 unless someone mentions it. And I'll be like, oh yeah, it was good, But for me, that was what came to mind. So I stuck to one. Ha ha. Ha. What you gotta say now?
You so funny.
How you like me now? Okay. So what was your favorite TV show of 2020?
Normal People.
This is torture. Normal People.
Normal People.
This one was. This was. Go ahead.
Beginning to end, it had me. I started telling everybody to watch Normal People, and there are other series that I can definitely name as some of my favorite TV shows. But when I really sat down, and I sat down and I was trying to think, I said, but which show just had me from beginning to end? And it made me feel everything. And that was Normal People. The amount of emotions that I felt watching that series, it was just amazing. The acting, the scenes, the script, the direction, it was just absolutely phenomenal. So it was my favorite TV show of 2020.
Well, mine was In the Soup. I'm joking. I said that just to see what you would say. I'm joking. Actually, my favorite TV show of 2020 is one that I absolutely love, and I've been hooked on it since the very first season, and that is Killing Eve. BBC makes some kick-ass shows, but Killing Eve is phenomenal. With Sandra Oh, and Jodie Comer. Oh my gosh, it is amazing. So I love Killing Eve. That was my show 2020, and I hate that it's a weekly show. So I kind of stack the episodes so I can watch it all at once. But if you have not seen Killing Eve, I highly recommend it. All right. So what was your favorite fight scene of the year? Do you have one?
Andy, the old guard, kicking ass. She definitely did it. Yeah. So I'm just gonna say Andy, the old guard. Go watch it, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Every single one of her fight scenes was just phenomenal. Charlize Theron is amazing in action.
That made my list, but I chose one. I went with Bad Boys for Life, where Martin was making fun of Will for getting his ass kicked by the witch. And then when he was fighting his son and he realized that, it's like he couldn't do it. And he's like, he kind of gave it up. Well,
Yeah,
I don't want to spoil the movie, but yeah, so that was the one that I chose. Favorite on-screen duo.
Favorite on-screen duo is, okay, so I had made a choice and I recently was just like, nah, I don't know if I should actually say that publicly. So I changed my choice. And my favorite on-screen duo is Coop and Spencer from All American. I love their friendship. I love how they stayed so close even as Spencer changed schools and he ended up going to Beverly Hills and Coop stayed in their neighborhood. But they were still best friends and they were still close. So yeah, I would say Coop and Spencer definitely made my list of on-screen duo.
Okay. Well, you're gonna laugh. My favorite on-screen duo is V-Men.
Okay, so wait, hold the phone. Okay, so I didn't want to say my original one because, with V-Men, it's all friendship. But with mine,
yeah,
I didn't want to put it out there. So yeah,
we don't. Yeah, but I love watching those videos, and just when I thought about it, they're all very good. And my thing is, I haven't been invested in TV enough just because it is 2020 to really just kind of think about it. And a lot of what we watch falling down the rabbit hole, and I just love their friendship.
Yeah, and it's amazing. 95 liners.
Yeah, and so I was just like, and as I've stated many times, oh my gosh, when they were kids, when they were younger, they would not have survived. I would have shot them. I would have killed them.
They were little shits when they were younger.
Yeah, they were your typical hyped up teenage boys, but they were still so cute. And so that's what I chose. And just, but I actually wrote that down. So, all right. That wraps it up for our film and television whinies. And next we are going to talk about everything in between.
And that was the second part of our Popcorn Whiny Awards. Tune in tomorrow when we talk about the ultimate awards, such as our favorite Popcorn Wind Down episode, the best WTF moment of 2020, I Don't Care But I Should award, Guilty Pleasure of 2020, as well as the Ultimate Popcorn Award and the Popcorn Wind Down Achievement Award. Discover more in movies, TV, and music at thepopcornwinddown.com.